Hey small group leaders, I'm just sitting here in my office and I wanted to share some thoughts that I had with you. I got some good news and I got a challenge. The good news is that throughout the month of January, we've had 31 guests attend one of our services. And that is great news, and I think it is a sign of the great growth that I'm believing for in 2012. Now, that growth is great, but it also comes with a challenge, especially for us because we are a relationship-based ministry. There is so much potential right now for these new coming students to be attracted to the message of Christ simply because of how we accept them, because of how we love on them, because of how we make them feel welcomed in our small group environment. But if we want to achieve that kind of accepting and welcoming environment, then we have got to be intentional about it, because it's not going to come naturally. What's going to come naturally is for us as leaders and our students to unintentionally make these students feel unwelcomed, like you're not a part of the group, we don't trust you, you're a newbie, it's going to take a while for us to get used to you. And that could potentially scare a lot of students away. We could just become like holy huddles that scare students away from our youth ministry, that scare them away from church, and that potentially just scare them away from God. And I don't want that at all. So, what I want to challenge you to do is to sit down with your small group's key influential students and just sit down with them one-on-one and let them know that it is their job to make sure that every student that steps into your small group feels welcomed, accepted, and loved, like just one of the other guys or girls in the small group. And let them know some ways that they can best accomplish that job. And also remind them of the influence they have over that small group. Remind them of how much of a positive impact they can have just by the things that they say and the way that they present themselves in that small group. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this and for taking the time to reach out to those key influential students. I believe that our relationship model of ministry has the great potential to draw hundreds of students to Christ simply by the way we welcome them, accept them, and make them feel loved in our small group. Just like the first church in Acts did. So, let's be intentional about making that kind of kingdom impact.